What's up, everybody? Chris here with Klingspor's Woodworking Shop, and today we got a treat for you. It's the holiday gift buying guide, Tech Guy approved. So as a part of the tech team, we all got together and we came up with a few items that we know the woodworker in your life would love. So we're going to start here in front of this tree and with this item here, because this is a cool new item that we just got. And so right away, we're going to put this thing to its paces and show you what it's all about. This is the Rikon multi-purpose universal workbench stand thing, and I'm going to tell you what, it does about everything you want it to do. First off, if you got a miter saw, which we all do, and you want it to be portable, guess what? This thing will support your miter saw. This is fully adjustable. These little arms are, and guess what? You pull these little clips here like this. Got them on each side there. Then you can easily take your miter saw off the stand like that. Then you are left with a multi-purpose table that's very universal. So once you get that off, guess what? You've got a nice work surface here to be able to do a lot of different things with, whether it's, and it's a very stable surface. So whether you need to work on it with your woodworking tools or whatever, this is a nice flat surface. You can literally pull this little clip, flip this over, re-engage that, lock in that pin, and now you've got sort of a perforated surface. Either way, it's very stable. And it supports a lot of weight too. So great stand, and it's got a little tray over here for a lot of little parts if you're doing some work up here. So I'm going to flip this back over. But not only does this thing work great as a stand, but if you need it to go lower like this, guess what? You now have a very durable stand for doing some scaffolding work in your house. You got to paint, got to do crown, whatever it is. Nice little scaffolding, and this will rise and lower both ways around. So great little stand, but that's not all, right? It never ends there. There's a little lever on the side. Flip that up. Guess what? If you've left your miter saw on here, now this is portable. So you can have your little workstation portable. But not only that, that's not all either. Flip that up. Guess what? You've got a creeper for working underneath your car or your truck. Look at that. Fantastic. So this handy, quick access Rikon multi-purpose stand definitely needs to be under the tree, or even better, in your shop this season. Well, we've got something that's kind of neat, brand new. Do you do a lot of spraying? Now these come in 3 sizes, but I have chosen the small here because I like how the portable this is and how easy it sets up and tears down. This is the little spray shelter from Wagner. Guess what? You are set up, ready to spray, just like that. Now, the cool thing about this one, you can actually mount a box fan to the back here to help evacuate some of those fumes that we're spraying. But so this can easily be set up on the floor. But hey, guess what? If you've got a stand, you can set it up on the stand. Look at the size of that thing. So this allows you to put some of your small parts in here, be able to spray them, evacuate the fumes. You can set that box fan up with a different filter sort of setup. And look at that. Easy way to spray inside on those cold winter days. You can have your heaters all around, let your parts dry. This is a great little addition for something small. And again, this is the small size. They've also got a medium and a large that we stock as well. So the Wagner spray station is a great way to go. For those of you who are fans of Shape or Origin, guess what? They've got this little Shape or Trace, and you may have heard of it and you may not have. But let me tell you, this little frame packs a wallop of a punch. You can create all sorts of graphics, hand-drawn. You can do this and then simply scan it inside this frame and then digitize that like that. So just about anything under the sun that you want to copy, digitize, make it turn into a digital graphic, the Shape or Trace will get that done for sure. So check these out. The price point is really good. The Shape or Trace, we've got them on our website and in our stores, so feel free to swing in. And if you've got questions, there's a lot of information that's available online, a lot of videos on how this is used, and definitely worth checking out if you have a struggle digitizing those custom files.
For our new products are the bow product. This is their bow fence. You may have seen it online. It's very awesome. It has aluminum plate that you attach to any portable saw. Heck, you can even attach it to your big ones. They make a big 48-inch one. you want to add some featherboards easily to your table saw without having to make some kind of jig, this is awesome. You can add some featherboards. If you have a small table saw, you can add the support to these, as well as if you're on the job site, your saw is a little unsteady, it's got a spot for you to add a 2x4. Also at Klingspor, we now have the small push stick. We've always had this big one, and now we have the small one. One thing I really like about these push sticks is this tip comes out. If you cut up one side and need the other side, it's all ready to go. As well as you can take this piece off. It's got a little spot for you to add a little screw, so you can actually mount a piece of scrap block of wood in there and make your own if you wanted to. So that's the new Bro products from us at Klingspor. What do we have next, Chris?
So a lot of folks deal with angles and trying to find angles, not only finding the angles, but then to transfer that to a miter box to be able to properly cut those angles. Well, this SawSet Pro takes care of that. Whether you need to make a single angle or a miter where you're cutting two, this takes care of that. So what you do is take a simple sliding T-bevel like this. You locate that particular angle. So in this case, we're going to say that would be the angle. I'm just going to randomly find it. Now, the way the SawSet Pro is set up, now you might have seen similar units like this that the print's small or it's not accurate. Well, you can see from here, this print is very easy to read. And there's two sides. So if you wanted to make a double, meaning you're going to make two cuts on two different pieces to achieve the desired angle, this is the side you'd use. If you're going to make a single cut, this is the side you'd use. So how this works is you're going to place your bevel on this guide like this, or like this, either way. And you can see by reading, following up that angle, that tells you that you're going to be right at that 30-degree mark. You're just going to bump it into this little notch here. And you see you are right at that 29-degree mark. Very easy to read. So you would go set your miter box up at 29 degrees and cut it, and it would fit perfectly. If you're going to make two of them, okay, notice this. We're going to do it this way. You're going to come over there and set your miter box up at just under 60. So right at that 59. You cut two pieces at that, and your angle is going to be achieved when you put the two pieces together. So real simple thing to use. This is made of a very durable material, so you're not going to worry about throwing this in the toolbox or losing it. These are etched in. They're not just printed on top, so you can actually feel that. They're not going to fade off. They're not going to wear off. So a great little tool, available both on our website and in the stores, of course. Now, we've talked about this particular tool before, the Dust Stopper Pro. This is a fantastic tool if you're running a shop vac or some kind of a smaller dust extractor in your shop for minimizing dust. Well, the problem with a lot of that is you wind up with, you know, your bucket of your shop vac gets so full. Well, you grab any 5-gallon bucket, and this will convert that to a separator. And I'll pull this out. You can see there's an inlet hose and an outlet section. And what this does is the dust and chips come in, it gets separated and properly deposited, and a lot of your dust and your bigger chips are going to fall into the bucket. Only the really, really super fine dust is going to continue on, which is going to get put into the filter of your shop vac. It does come with all the fittings and elbows and hoses you need, and there is a plastic or a rubber gasket in there for making sure you get a good tight seal on whatever bucket you're going to be using. So that Dust Stopper Pro definitely is something worth looking at for the woodworker in your life, because, hey, collecting dust is pretty important. Save those lungs. Now, another item that we want to, in this same realm, is this adjustable adapter. Now, some fittings are extremely difficult to fit to. In the dust collection world, there is no one size fits all, and rarely is there a one size fits most. It's a one size fits one size, which is kind of troublesome. But what Fastap has done is they've got this little universal sort of adjustable adapter. Now, let me show you how this works. So it looks like a vortex in there, but you slightly pull that out, and this will unloosen for you to open up. So if you've got a larger port like this that you're trying to connect to, it literally twist locks and creates a vacuum seal right on that port. So no dust is going to come out of or in between this. You loosen it by gently pulling out, and then this comes out. Now, guess what? If you got a smaller size, this will fit to no matter what size you've got. It will adjust down to create a nice seal so that no dust will evacuate between the sort of rubber material and whatever fitting it's applied to. So this adjustable bracket is certainly an idea that will come in handy, and it will work with anything from 2.5 all the way down to, I believe, 1 inch. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, it goes all the way down from 1/4 to 2.5 inches. That's quite a span. So if you're looking for something that's universal, that's going to fit a lot of different applications in the dust collection world, like your miter box, your miter saw, little other trinkets and tools that require something a smaller fitting going over to a bigger size hose, this will get it done. So check out this Fastap Univac system right there.
Also a great gift for Valentine's Day.
Now, we all have to do drilling in our shops. Now, one of the cool things that Craig came out with recently is this 90-degree setup. It's a pocket hole driver, but really this thing works fantastic for a variety of tools. Now, what you'll see is it's got a quick release setup, so just about any driver, any length can go in there. How many of us have had to drive screws into a tight area? Well, this allows you to get right into that pocket. You can put a smaller driver in there, and it's a single press in. You don't have to worry about depressing this to put it in. You just literally install it, and the driver is held. But this allows you to get into those really tight spots to drive screws, and this is heavy duty. I personally own another brand, but recently got this because I like how heavy duty this is, how versatile it is, and you literally chuck this up into any drill, and you can see how easily that is for that to work. So very heavy duty, easy to hold, works for long periods of time. So if you're trying to do a lot of those screws in those tight areas, hard to reach areas, this is a great thing to add to the little toolbox or throw in your drill box or drill bag, make it on the go or use in your shop. So the Craig 90-degree drill driver. Okay, so staying in the drilling theme here, we've got a couple of kits that if you haven't seen them, you might want to check them out because they are must-haves in the shop. If you're just getting into it, maybe you want a sort of a universal style kit that kind of comes with everything. Well, we've got that. This is a fantastic little kit here that has all of your drivers, all of your bits. It has a variety of both brad point as well as the small little pilot and counterborer. This particular kit comes with everything you need right out of the gate, including several drivers. Great little kit if you're wanting one kit to kind of get started. This has it all, and you can see inside. So as you can see, and I pulled the driver out of that, this kit has everything you need. So you've got your driver, which is sort of a 4-in-1. You have another one of those. Then you've got these different bits here, the small ones, the larger ones. You have different other components in here, different drivers. So this literally has everything you need, including this quick change chuck, all in this kit. So if you're wanting to get started, this might be a good way to go. Now, keeping in line with that, Montana also offers this 4-in-1. Now, the cool thing about this is you not only have a standard driver, but if you push this forward, this comes out. So you can drill your pilot holes. You can counterbore them with this particular bit. And when you're done with your counterbore drilling, you flip this over, reinstall it by pulling back on the little brass knurl piece there, and now you're ready to drive. So you can drill, counterbore, drive, and it's all in one unit. And if you ever need to change anything out due to these little Allen wrenches, guess what? This little Allen key is right here on the back of the driver. So you've always got your key ready to go. You never have to go look for the right tool to change this out. This all fits perfectly in here. Very cool design and really quick and easy. So you drill, drive, and you're ready to go. So this Montana 4-in-1, very good stocking stuffer to put into the woodworker stocking of your life.
The next on my list is this big old drive center. I really, really like this tool. Number one, it's not a Morse paper. It's a direct thread with any 1.25 by 8 TPI lathe. So you can screw it right onto your lathe, and you'll never have to worry about it slipping. Number two, what I like is these tips. Number one, that point is adjustable. You can adjust it in or out. You can take these tips out if you like a 2-prong drive. It's got an Allen head right there. Just take two on one on each side, both out, and then you got a 2-prong. You can leave them in for a 4-prong if you want. But also, since you can take them out, you can sharpen them, which is what I really like, because I actually dented one of mine by dropping it on the floor, and I had to sharpen it. The other thing I really, really like, you screw it all the way onto the lathe here. Now, right here has a hole inside of it. If you lock it on your spindle real tight because you've been trimming some oblong pieces or something like that, you can actually take out your knockout rod, and even my big old Powermatic knockout rod at home will fit right in this hole, and you can break it off the spindle of your lathe. So it's really awesome. You don't have to have any extra tools by your lathe to use it if you need to take it off. You don't have to worry about getting some channel locks out. Just take your knockout rod in the hole, break it off. And that's my wood turning tip. Hey guys, I'm Chris, the Wood Turning Chris here. My favorite product are these pickup pencils, especially this Pick-A Fine. You see it in my turning smock all the time. If you look at it here, it's got the 0.9 millimeter lead. It's perfect for doing little delicate work on the lathe where you're just trying to get a little fine point. You see it in my smock all the time. We also have these big old classic Pick-A Dries. One thing that is my favorite about these is the pencil sharpener is built in right into the bottom. So you can take, if you dull your tip and break it, you can take it and just sharpen it right there. We also have the grease refills for these. So if you're marking on wood like walnut, or you're going to do cherry or maple or something like that, we have the 2 grease refills as well as the graphite refills, so you can really mark on anything you ever wanted to.
All right, so those are just a few of the items that we in the tech team highly approve this season. Well, I'm Chris.
And I am also Chris.
That's right. And if you got any questions about any of those, you can go right to our website at woodworkingshop.com and reach the chat line. We'll be able to happy to answer any question you might have, or 800-228-0000. Operators are standing by. Well, for Klingspor's Woodworking Shop, again, I'm Chris.
And I am also Chris.
Tech department to you. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, well, those are just a few of the items that us and our tech team have approved for you. If you're interested in any of them, you certainly can give us a call at 800-228-0000. Check it out on the web at woodworkingshop.com, or they can give us a call, right?
Yep.
What's the number?
No idea.
800-228-0000. Hey, we might not know the number, but we know the tools and the products. So give us a call, chat with us, and we'll come help you out. All right, so there you go. That's just a few of the items that we and our tech team are highly approved this season. We either use them or love them and use them. Either way it is, those are go-to products. Well, if you got any questions about anything we talked about, you can always go on our website, reach out to us on the chat line at woodworkingshop.com. You can call us at 800-228-0000. But either way, we are here for you, answer any questions you might have. Any final words, Chris?
Get the making stuff.
Yeah, get to making. From Klingspor's Woodworking Shop tech team to you, y'all have a happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I think was worse.
Just as bad.